Look at year two for you. What's the biggest difference for you as an individual? You know, coming into camp, being more acclimated to the offense, man. What's the biggest difference between year two and year one?
Just the comfortability with the guys. The relationship I got with those guys, the starters, and the confidence that we've been building each and every day. And obviously getting that connection to where we wanted to be. So when it comes game day, it's not like I just got through in that fire and I just got the first couple reps with them. That the week of. So it's been good to have this all season work.
One thing.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your dog, Titus, checking in with a video here. We are listening to our guy, Michael Penix Jr., starting quarterback for our Atlanta Falcons. And he's just asked, what's kind of the adjustment going to be, going into year two. And as we just heard him mention, comfortability, familiarity with the guys. And I think that's going to be a major component to his success. And really what I want to talk about a little bit today is our expectations for Michael Penix Jr. in year two. As we all know, fans are short for fanatic, and I want to, I guess, approach this topic and approach this subject, with my realistic, expectations for Michael Penix. I would love for year two of Michael Penix, his first year as a full-time starter, I would love for him to come out and put up 5,000 yards, throw for 45 touchdowns, and only 6 or 7 interceptions. If he could have a season like that, I'm pretty confident the Atlanta Falcons would more than likely win the Super Bowl. But, we do have to be realistic as well. And that's something I do pride myself in, is being realistic and honest and objective about, the team that I've loved since a kid. What I think we can expect from Michael Penix Jr., if I was to formulate like a stat line, I would say the expectations, what you could probably realistically expect from Penix, probably is about 3,800, 3,900, maybe 4,000 passing yards. If he can give us anything past 4,000 or 41 passing yards, that's spectacular. So again, I'm saying 38, 39, maybe 4,000 passing yards. Touchdowns, I would probably say he's going to be looking at about maybe in the range of 25, 26, 24, 25, 26 passing touchdowns. If he can get 27 plus, again, that's spectacular. Interceptions, he's probably going to be around 11, 12, 13 interceptions, maybe 14. He has a big arm, and hey, he likes to throw the deep ball to showcase the big arm. But I do want to put that out there because this was his first year as a full-time starter, his second year in the NFL. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this, guys. He's gonna make mistakes. There are gonna be times where he's gonna look every bit of a rookie. Even though this is his second season in the NFL, once again, this is his first time being a full-time starter. He's going to have some periods and some little droughts here and there where he's going to struggle. He's going to make mistakes. He's not going to properly, go through his progressions. He's going to mess up on his reads at times. That's just the learning, process of being an NFL quarterback. On the flip side, there are going to be times where he looks like an 8 or 10-year veteran. He's going to look like an all-pro sometimes because he has a very talented arm. And we saw that, his rookie season. We saw him put that football in places where you're like, oh, don't throw it there. And he throws there like, God dang, he threw the ball there and it was completed. Namely that pass to Kadira Hodge, which I'm sure we all remember. But he's going to have some highs and lows, y'all. And that's something that, we should expect as fans. Don't expect him to come out looking like Patrick Mahomes did the year Patrick Mahomes became a full-time starter for Kansas City. Pat Mahomes, as we all know, is a once-in-a-lifetime type of player and type of talent. Would I love for Penix to repeat that type of success? Absolutely, I would. But again, being a little realistic here, so don't expect, some super caliber type, passing yards, and don't come out here thinking he's going to throw for 40 plus passing touchdowns and he's going to have single digit interceptions. I really think I really think the key to success for us offensively this year is to lean on this running game, to lean on the super extremely talented Bijan Robinson going into his third season. And Bijan is starting to talk that talk like he ready to explode. So lean on Bijan in that running game a lot. Throw a lot of passes out the backfield to Bijan. Michael Penix and his athletic ability, we should be able to really utilize the screen game better than we have in a long time in Atlanta this year. So do things like that. Also, sometimes we forget we got another very good running back in Tyler Algier. So I really think the Falcons offensively, should lean on that run game, lean on Tyler, lean on Bijan. Both of those guys are still very young, so get your money's worth out of them right now, especially being that in all likelihood Tyler Algier will not be back in 2026. So, go ahead and lean on that run game. Take as much pressure as we possibly can off Michael Penix. Don't ask him to do too much, So I liken this similar to what we saw in 2008, Matt Ryan's rookie year, when we signed Michael Turner in free agency. We finished 11-5. We finished 11-5 in the regular season that year, and that was largely due in part to we just leaned on Michael Turner. I'm not saying that Matt Ryan didn't play good football as a rookie, because he did. Won Rookie of the Year, but really we just leaned on Turner. Hey Michael Turner, here you go. Run the ball. And that was a huge part of our success, and also a huge part of Matt Ryan's learning process. You had a great running back here to set the tone and take a lot of pressure off the young quarterback. And I really think that we should mirror the success that we had in 2008 here in 2005. Use those two young running backs that we have in tow, and Tyler and Algier, and let them do the dirty work. Let them do the grunt work. Make things as simple and as easy as possible for Michael Penix Jr. So again, don't expect some superstar, Pro Bowl, all pro type caliber numbers from Penix. He's gonna go through his highs and his lows. There's gonna be some roller coaster type situations from week to week, but that's expected. That's gonna be a part of the growing process with his first year as a full-time starter. Hey, but those are my expectations for Michael Penix Jr. in year 2 for our Atlanta Falcons. So I'm very, very interested to know what you think. Put down in the comments, what do you think Michael Penix Jr. stat line will be year 2 as our starting quarterback? So make sure to put it in the comments. Drop what you think his stat line would be: passing yards, passing touchdowns, and also interceptions. And let's further discuss that in the comment section. I'll see y'all the next time I see y'all. Peace.